Billin of Town Murph.
Top Billin Villains!
Yo, Top Billin Villains! Your boy DK Metcalf, disrespected, not even a top 15 receiver in the NFL, according to NFL execs. Listen, we're going to talk about it honestly and objectively, but first, of course, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Make sure that you're liking the content, and of course, most importantly, make sure you're sharing the content, man. You know how we get down here at Top Billin Villain, baby, because sharing is caring. Dennis Rodman Jr. himself, DK Metcalf, is a bit of a lightning rod on this channel. We've had a ton of content on your man Metcalf. He is a very spectacular athlete that we have wanted to see grow with the technical part of the game pretty much since he entered the league. No doubt about that. That man on vertical joints is absolutely stunning. He can decapitate a secondary with the best of them. Does not have the best hands you'll ever see. A lot of that is circumstantial as far as his improvement goes. His route running leaves a lot to be desired at times, but he's improved on that as well. With all that said, I've maintained that he's a top 7 to 10 receiver. You get a lot of people who get very mad about that. I'm covering football from a neutral standpoint, so I'm able to step back, take a wide-lensed view, and see that there are players in the NFL who are fantastic at what they do with the technical aspect of the game. And in 2024, I think that reigns supreme. The game is more finesse. That allows for great defensive coordinators to put focus on taking away teams' best attributes. If your vet is the man at going deep and they're able to take that away, does he have more tools in the tool bag the way he can still be impactful? And I think that's what separates DK Metcalf from the guys who I think are just flat out better than him. But now, talking about him not being a top 15 receiver, that may be a bit asinine. However, we have to discuss it. ESPN Plus, execs, coaches, and scouts ranked the NFL's top 10 wide receivers for 2024. So 2024 camps on the horizon and all that. You get that right there. Voters gave us their best 10 players at a position. Then we compiled the results and ranked candidates based on number of top 10 votes, composite average, and dozens of interviews with research and film study help from ESPN analyst Matt Bowen. In total, nearly 80 voters submitted a ballot on at least one position, and in many cases, all positions. Additional voting and follow-up calls with those surveyed helped us break any ties. So this is some legit stuff right here, right? It's not just one criteria, fandom, right? Like a lot of people like to do, right? I tell people all the time, if you can't give me analysis on everyone that is a subject, like if you think someone is the best, you have to be able to give me analysis on people who are going against them for me to be able to take you seriously. And most people just can't. So there are other players in the league that people don't pay attention to. They may see them on social media highlights and everything, but they don't just understand the ins and outs of it. These guys do. That's what they're paid to do. So Justin Jefferson, in my mind, is the number 1 wide receiver in the league for sure. And I feel good about that because people know, if you follow this channel, me covering the SEC, I had said that back then. I thought he was better than Jamar Chase. People gave me shit for that. I thought he was just a flat-out better technical wide receiver than Jamar Chase. Doesn't have the same physical attributes as far as him being able to get down the field like a Jamar Chase, but his hands, he's the best route runner that I've seen. His size and the ability to play outside in. So people labeled him as an inside receiver. Those are the people who only saw them during their championship season. I covered them, and he played on the outside and was giving people the business as well. So Tyreek Hill, we've already been through that. That was a discussion here on the channel between him and DK Metcalf. I thought it was absurd that somebody would come to me talking about how DK Metcalf was better than Tyreek Hill. He just needed more targets. The fuck out of here. What are we doing in life, man? That's the type of stuff that I'm talking about. You have to be able to see the game not from a fan perspective, but from a professional perspective. Your routes determine your targets. Once again, your routes determine your targets. If you're able to get open quicker, people are able to target you more. You can't blame it on this person. Can't blame it on that person. You should blame it on that person who can't get open as quick as a Tyreek Hill. That's what he does. He's able to be a high volume guy, work the quick game, and then he's able to go vert off that because he's as fast as a DK Metcalf, does not have the same size and speed, but doesn't matter, right? Yards and touchdowns don't care how you get them. They don't care about your size. They care that if you get them. So that's what it is right there. Jamar Chase, man, not much to say about that. That man is incredible. Yards after the catch and all that. Same deal with CD Lamb. And it's funny, these are all guys that I covered in college, right? CD Lamb, my man Jumpman Lamb and all that, straight technical prowess. Him and Justin Jefferson are very similar there. Devontae Adams, we know him to be a supreme route runner. At 31 years of age, great hands, very imaginative. A lot of people like to kind of study him if you're out there. A.J. Brown, very much in the mode of a DK Metcalf, a little bit better of a route runner, not as fast, but more physical and has the best hands that you will see, period. He catches everything thrown his way. Amon-Ra St. Brown, very technical inside receiver, physical after the catch guy. I saw that when he was in high school. He was the best high school player that I think I've seen, like as far as the receiver position goes. And then covering him when I used to work for Rivals USC site, he was a joy to cover, man. Catches everything, great hands. You'll see a pattern here. Guys who have great hands, who are great route runners. Doesn't even matter the size these days, right? Gone are the days where only guys like Randy Moss and T.O. and these guys put up huge numbers, and Herman Moore. You get a lot of little guys these days putting up 1,800 yards and stuff because, hey, it's about people like Jerry Rice who set that tone, in my opinion. Mike Evans, a guy who's very much in the mode of a DK Metcalf. Maybe not flat out as fast as a DK Metcalf, but plenty fast. Get vert, but he has really good route running. And he has A.J. Brown-like hands, and he understands the game and all that. Stephon Diggs, very much in the mode of a lot of those previous guys with the route running and hands. No doubt about that. Brandon Ayuk, very good blend of physicality, hands, route running. Then you get to the honorable mentions. I thought, damn, he wasn't in the top 10. He's definitely going to be an honorable mention, right? Nope, Cooper Kupp, the ultimate technical guy with good hands, good size, and all that. Deebo Samuel, yards after the catch cat. Garrett Wilson, who I think should be in the top 10. He's very much in the mode. He's very much like I think of Justin Jefferson in those guys. Maybe you're not with the 6'2" frame, but close enough. Jalen Waddle, yards after the catch guy, very much like a Deebo Samuel, Tyreek Hill type. Devontae Smith, one of the best technical route runners you'll see. I've seen him destroy people from high school all the way up here. He's been a joy to watch as well, and I've done a ton of content on him throughout his Alabama time period, and I said he was the best of all of those Alabama receivers, and he has definitely turned out to be that. Him and Jalen Waddle pretty much each other's equal. Then you start having, now if you're DK Metcalf and you're not quite improving on some of those things, you have guys who will come out of nowhere. Nico Collins, a cat from Michigan, he is nasty. Yards after the catch, hands, being able to high point the ball, something that DK Metcalf still needs to improve on despite having that size. 50-50 balls, right? I mean, talking about getting it on even exchange situations, he's able to do that. Amari Cooper, my favorite wide receiver. Dude is the best route runner in the NFL. Him and Devontae Adams. Amari Cooper's hands sometimes can let him down, but Amari Cooper's route running, his ability to run after the catch, his ability to work them even exchange situations as well. Amari Cooper is that guy, and he's been that guy for a minute. DJ Moore, very much in the mode of your man Deebo Samuel as well. I love me some DJ Moore. Got that running back body. Can get it after the catch, great hands, great speed, all of that. So he wasn't in that. How many people is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So DK Metcalf doesn't get a mention until 18 names are said. 19th. Right, so that's probably not in any order, I would imagine, right? Because you have guys who I think, well, I don't know. maybe it is. But a guy like Calvin Ridley, when he's healthy and he's not suspended from gambling and all that like that, he's as good as anybody in the league with that route running. He came in after Amari Cooper and very much looked like Amari Cooper to me at Alabama. And very good with the Atlanta Falcons and beyond that. T. Higgins is one of these guys. So there's a lot of great receivers in the NFL. It's not enough for you to just like somebody because they're on your team. You got to know all these guys as well. So I need to know what you guys think about this. All the people who have been giving me crap about my DK Metcalf not being a top 5 receiver. When NFL execs, scouts, and analysts don't even think he's a top 18 receiver. I'll tell you what, that has to be some of the best motivation you can place on someone as accomplished as DK Metcalf. Hell have no fury like DK Metcalf scoring. I expect him to have a big year, proving a lot of the naysayers wrong. I mean, you put that guy with all those targets around him, eat at Geno's grubbing in Ryan Grubb's offense. What? The potential is there. Good night.
What more can I say?
Top Billin.